everybody, my name is Morgan, and if you bear with me for a few minutes, I'll let you know a bit about my project and my life today.
I moved here almost 8 years ago. Made a lot of mistakes before I came and during, and I'm still making them. That's life. Some of the mistakes I made were trying to stay in the business too long when I should have just come here with the money I had, retired, and I spent 2 years trying to still make it happen in the big city with the business, and that was one of my first mistakes. But I came here anyways. I like a challenge, and I've always been up to a challenge, even if I don't want to. I've always put myself in hard places just to try and get out. It's something I sometimes don't know why I do it, but I guess it's just how I've lived since I was a kid. I'll make a long video of my life. I'm thinking of making a podcast. Being in 33 countries. I lived in 8 different cities, or 9 different cities, and 11 different cities and 8 different countries. Yeah, I gotta check on that. It's all written down somewhere. Thing is, found this beautiful place. I used to be divided. Had a place in a city called Vigo, close by, about an hour away. And had a business in the fashion industry, sales rep for Italian brands. But I never thought I would get tired of that business, and I did. Times are not great, weren't great moments to be out selling anything, especially something people barely needed. And I got the other side of things, I guess. Started looking at my little place here in the woods, and thinking I could make it. Look at that. I really didn't think about it too much, but I did it anyways, and now I've just tried to, day by day. I ran out of money a long time ago, and I've just been surviving. That's why I barely can do any advantages in my project there. try to do as many things as I can, just not to lose my head. That's pretty important. That's why just creating a table or lamp or doing anything is well, it's healthy mind-wise. And so when I got money, I got a little extra. I always put it into the place. That's why I'm always broke. So, but it's a great life now. I enjoy just the tranquility of it and just being safe. I feel safe in this place. It's easy to feel safe when I've been roaming the world all my life. I'm not from Spain. I'm basically kind of not from America. I was born in America, California, but grown up all my life around the world. And if I go back, I'm not American. And here I'm not Spanish. So I've always kind of been an outsider everywhere I go, because I've been in Latin American countries all my life, being a little blonde kid. But I was always integrated. I'm bilingual. Puedo hablar español si quiero. Con acento nomás también. I can put all kinds of accents. I got the accents in English, I got them in Spanish. But yeah, I did integrate myself pretty well during about 35 years here, 30 some odd, yeah, 30 years or 32, whatever. But once I came to my place here, I decided I have a little country, my little republic, Morgan Woods. And so I started embracing my Anglo part of my life. I've always had girlfriends here in Spain, about 7 of them, at least the ones that lasted 3 years. 7 girlfriends, none of them spoke English or, I don't know, traveled or anything in my style of life or whatever. So I kind of just would hide or just forget that part. Mostly it's trying not to make people uncomfortable, even though I always do, because I can't shut myself up. But I don't care, really. It's, you know, it's been a hard life, and I try to make it look simple and easy sometimes, but it hasn't been easy for me. And well, when I get a chance and I get all hyped up, I'm not gonna shut myself up. Why should I? Other people feel uncomfortable, it's their problem. So yeah, that's who I am. Going back to the place in my project. Well, I still got a lot to do. I've done as much as I could in all these years, but you get tired, so I try to keep myself motivated as much as possible. Even, well, as I said, doing simple things. I got big projects that I can't finish because I don't have money. So I try to bounce from one project to another, just keeping myself busy, and there's always something to do for free. And as much as I can, this place will keep growing, and I'll keep posting videos now that I'm starting to get a little bit, well, not better, but better than the first ones, that's for sure. You know, just learn like I'm doing them. So far it's been just a learning process, and it keeps going. Yeah, I haven't taken these guys out for a couple of days. They're happy to go out. Well, this is part of the little forest. Oh, it's not so little, but compared to America, it's small. But it's still really decent. In an area that's overpopulated like Galicia, this is really special to have places where they can't build all around me. Nobody can build. So that's a really, really good find here. Hope to get better at these videos. And, well, I got plenty of projects. I hope I would have recorded most of those projects I did, what I've done since I've been here, but, well, never too late to start. The cooking is something I'll get into soon when I get my outdoor kitchen ready. I've been cooking since I was 6 years old. Learned how to do my fire and cook my eggs in Boy Scouts when I was 6. And I don't know, I think maybe I've been instead, making salads and, doing things since I was, since 6, if I can remember. Then we had a restaurant in Costa Rica. I used to be the salad guy that used to do the dressings. And, of course, by observing my older brother, he was the one that got to do cooking part and stove or whatever. I was the one standing by and observing. But a few years later, when I got to Spain, I was starting. That's another story for another day. But I started on my own when I was 15 in Madrid. My old man abandoned me. Yeah, like I said, that's another story. And so I started having to cook meals and organize the kitchen and, weekly for myself. Here in Spain, you eat really good food. That's another thing. I learned as I was growing, traveling, my taste started growing even more. And as I go somewhere, I like something and I try to take it back with me and decipher it and end up cooking it myself back home. Great-grandmother was from Naples, Italy. We have our Italian side has always been very influenced, and of course barbecue. We had a barbecue restaurant in Costa Rica, hamburgers and all that. And it was what they call a gourmet nowadays, but that was 40 some odd years ago. And Indian food I like a lot. I know my dishes. I like a lot of Mexican. It's my favorite. Mexican has always been my favorite. So we'll see a lot of Mexican, even some Tex-Mex sometimes. I had a restaurant when I was 21. I opened up a Tex-Mex in the city of Vigo, but it was too soon for me and for the city. I didn't know. I knew what I was doing and cooking and everything, but I didn't know financially I wasn't too smart. Still not am that smart, of course. I did, at once have a business that was, doing a lot of money and all that, but I seem to always get myself into weird predicaments. I built myself a smoker. Still got to finish that. It's half made. I still need funds for that, but this is a place that goes by priorities. And opened an Airbnb for the months of June to September, and my priority is always going to that right now. Trying to get that place with more spaces to let, and just making it look pretty as I can, but honey does this, it's short, there isn't any, so that's always a problem. But I do open every year, it's getting better. If any of you guys wants to come to Spain and be a workaway, help out on the project, feel free to send a message and we'll see what we can do. Maybe you want to come and spend a week, 2, or even more helping out in this project. Let me know. Comments.